Gordon's routes, when I was watching him when he came in a few times, I wasn't always on him, but it was a
Mhm.
lot of deep in breaking routes from what I saw. There was a lot of deep ins, and deep I guess some hitches too, stuff like that. Stuff you would assume um the intermediate route tree of Sammy Watkins kind of is what I would say. Honestly, the route tree of Demarcus Robinson basically
Yeah.
was what Gordon was running. And that makes sense because Demarcus Robinson saw the biggest drop in snaps as Gordon played more. So he would just take over that role. So that was kind of what he was running. I just I don't know how good he is. Like he
Yeah.
looked like a Chiefs wide receiver that was having issues, like basically every wide receiver on the Chiefs. So I think that was the one thing that was apparent in person. I'll use this as an opportunity to talk about it. In person, my biggest takeaway from the Chiefs' struggles is nobody's getting the hell open at
Yeah.
all. Like if Kelsey or Hill don't get open, nobody else gets open. Like even on a few of the plays where people show, oh, if Mahomes stayed in the pocket, watch this as Tyreek Hill comes open. Like it's always Hill or Kelsey that are the ones actually making separation. Nobody else is. They're getting destroyed at the line, or they're just not creating separation in their breaks. They're all. I won't go in too hard, but they all are not very good, and they have been not very good the whole year. I know McCole Hardman had a fine production day, but he's a gadget player, and while that's good that he's providing value, you want more from a second round pick because you can find gadget players in like the fifth round of a draft. So it's just in person, Josh Gordon included. The Chiefs wide receivers are just not it. They're actually missing Sammy Watkins for the 8 games he plays a year.
I'm cutting that for the social clip. I apologize in advance. It was great. That was fantastic. I think that I agree with all of it. So for the YouTube clip, people can um, see that I agree. I People have been making fun of the Josh Gordon thing because Andy Reid said he's so close after the game. I don't necessarily believe Andy Reid that he's so close, but I still have a little bit of faith in Josh Gordon left as someone who just kind of watches that. I think he might be better. Is he ever going to be like 5 catches game, 4 catches game? No. Can he be better than Hardman and Robinson? I still think it's possible. I don't think it's going to happen based on what I've seen through 3 games, right? 3 or 4.
I think
Buffalo,
it's 3.
Tennessee,
Yeah, and then this week.
Washington. That's
That
4
may
then.
not.
Yeah.
I'll check for you. It's fine. 4. Yeah, you're right. 4.
Okay. So that
Oh
that
God,
doesn't
it's already been
help.
a month.
Yeah, that doesn't help the case. And like if Andy Reid's offense is that hard, then he shouldn't be, like if it's a concept thing, I don't know. If it's a getting back into football shape, I don't think that takes a month. If it's getting reacclimated, I honestly can kind of understand that for not playing football for a year or two. Even Antonio Brown, like he had some splash plays when he came back, but it did take him a little bit to get back to being a really productive player. So I understand it. I think that it's possible that Josh Gordon can improve. I it just he hasn't shown anything yet. Like he hasn't been getting open. He hasn't gotten the ball a ton. It's just one of those things we're going to have to wait and see. And I think he hasn't earned the benefit of the doubt. So he isn't getting it, but it isn't. There's a non-zero chance that Josh Gordon can improve.
Yeah, and I definitely wouldn't bet on it if I was the Chiefs. And with the deadline pass and no wide receiver coming in, I feel like this might be the Achilles heel of the team, having no legitimate receiving threat outside Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelsey. So we'll see if that is the Achilles heel going forward, I guess.